Hello people of the internet, it's the Who Gaming here, and today we're back with another episode of my how to make a custom dual disc tutorial. In this episode we will be learning how to make the hub of the dual disc, and if you don't know what that is, it's this part here that both straps the dual disc to your hand as well as holding the deck zone and graveyard zone, and the one we will be building today will also have an extra deck zone. So the stuff you're going to need for this tutorial is pretty much the same as last time. You're going to need foam core poster board or EVA foam if you want to do a more curved hub like this one does. I would recommend EVA foam because this stuff doesn't curve very well. You're going to need a pen or pencil, box cutters or X-Acto knives, and in this tutorial you're also going to need a hot glue gun. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a, I'm going to show you what the hub we're going to make is going to look like. This is the hub I have made for my dual disc. It's not completely assembled yet because I still have a bit to paint before I can put it together. But I'm going to make an exact replica of this for another dual disc. I like to keep consistency in mind. But yours, you're going to design it to look however you want. That's the first step, is design your dual disc. If you want it to look blockier or more smooth and curved. Alright, so we're going to hop right into the tutorial proper. I'll see you guys in like a second. Step one of building this dual disc is mapping out all of your pieces. I already have templates for all of my all of the pieces that I'm gonna need because I've built the same dual disc hub already. But if you don't have that, you're going to need to plot out how you're gonna make your dual disc. And I would also recommend not using poster board that's as bent as the one that I'm using. It's good. It's fine for this tutorial since I don't really have anything else to use right now. I'm running low on poster board, but I would definitely not recommend it. You can fix this with weight. I could put something heavy on it, and then that would pretty much fix the problem. But I would just recommend just get poster board that isn't all bent. But what you're going to want to do is just take your template pieces, like, for example, I have the bottom of the dual disc, which is this bit, obviously. And you're going to want to trace it onto... Well, let me see if I can do this around the tripod. You're going to want to just trace around it onto your poster board. And once you do that, just cut out all of your pieces and you should be good. So I'll get back when I'm done doing that, and I'll have all my pieces cut out. Now that you have all of your bits and bobs cut out, our next step is assembly. I've sort of separated these these into, like, you know, what kind of bits they'll form. These bits will form this top section here, and then these will form sort of the lower portion. But along with these bits that you have cut out, you're also going to want to make sure to have 3 or a few, you know, scrap pieces that you're going to use as these sort of, I don't know what you'd call them, like stoppers. Stop the cards from going in any further. Just make sure you have, they don't really have to be of any specific size, just cut them out and you're good. So we're now going to head outside to a well-ventilated area to do this hot gluing. Always make sure you're in a well-ventilated area when you work with hot glue. So I will meet you guys outside. Okay, and here we are outside, about to assemble our dual disc. We've got our hot glue gun all warmed up and ready. So we're going to start by doing the top portion of this, which is from this, you know, this top little hexagonal prism. So these are the components that make up that. Well, yeah, there we go. There's the components that make up that. So we're gonna get started with that. What we're gonna want to do is take this piece, which is the top, and glue on our corner and side pieces. So I don't know how well this is gonna work out, me trying to do this with a tripod in the way, but I'm going to give it my best shot. I would recommend, if you did draw like pen lines or something, point those inwards so they can't be seen from the outside. You can cover them up with paint later, but this is just easier, and in case you can't cover the whole thing up. Yeah, so it is actually going to be really hard for me to do this with the tripod here, so I'll just come back when this bit is finished being glued. Alright, so now we have the top of our hub completely finished. It's still drying a little bit, but this is sort of what the inside looks like. It's okay if it's a bit of a mess. My hot glue jobs are always a bit of a mess, but since it's going to be inside the dual disc, nobody's really going to see it. So it's not really that big of a deal. This is still drying, but once it's done drying, we're going to add on the side walls that you can see here, and we're going to need to make our cuts for our deck zone here and graveyard, extra deck, whatever you're going to have, which is why you're going to want to bring a card so you can size that. And then after that, all we have to do is do our base, and that will be it. I won't be able to assemble that because those need to be painted separately so that the inside of the Duel Disk can be painted. If you don't really care about that, you can literally just, once you get this part finished, just glue it together. That's all you really need to do. Also, something we're going to do in this video that I haven't actually done yet on this hub is I'm going to teach you how to do a wrist strap sort of setup. I don't have the other thing. I'm going to attach a glove to it so that you just slide your hand into the glove and you're holding it, but I don't have the glove to do that yet, so we're going to come back to that. But that's pretty much the system I'm planning for these, so if you have other plans for that, you can do that. Alright, so once this is dry, I'll do the side panels, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have now finished this section of the Duel Disk hub, and this is a prime example of why you do not want to use a curved piece of poster board. Yeah, you see that obvious, very obvious bend in it? No, that's fine because I can deal with that whenever I glue it down. It'll be fine. But that's why I would not recommend using curved poster board. It's just all I had left. So now that we finished that part of the Duel Disk hub, we're going to want to do this bit, you know. So what you're going to want to do for that is take your base and this new bit that you just finished and find which way they match up. They should match up one way. Oh. They match up as close as I'm going to get, like this. So you're going to want to take your card and put it into the deck slot or whatever slot. Figure out how far you want it to poke out. I think that's about how far I have it on the other one. And then you're going to want to draw a line or something. Let's see, I think I have there's a pen here. So you're going to want to draw a line right there. And you're going to want to do that for all of it, for every side. And then you're going to glue these little nubs that you made, just random bits, right on there. Alright, so I'll see you guys when I'm done with that. There we have it. This is now finished. I mean, of course, it's still drying, but these are your, I guess, your little stoppers to keep your deck at the distance that you want it to be. So now, with this and our top portion completed, we are now, still trying to be careful because it's still not completely dry yet. We are basically done with the Duel Disk hub. We're still going to, I'm still going to show you how to make a wrist attachment, which I haven't actually done yet. So hey, if I fail, it's live for you guys, I guess. So I've got these 4 little bits here that will form sort of a kind of blocky circle thing that will go around your wrist. So I'm going to give that a shot and see how it goes. See you back here in a bit. If it fails, I'm sorry. Sorry. Good news, everyone. My arm strap idea wasn't a complete failure. So you just put your arm in it and boom, you got, I mean, I'm going to attach a glove to the end of it, so it's going to be a bit of a tighter fit, but that works pretty well. I mean, it doesn't fly off my wrist, at least. So, yeah. Throw in this top bit, and you pretty much got your Duel Disk hub completed, minus paints and final assembly. So, that's about all I have for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys will leave a like and comment down below, giving me your opinions on this Duel Disk hub that I just made. We are down to the final stretch. I think we're only going to have 2 videos left of this tutorial series, one where I paint it, and then maybe one where I do final assembly. But guys, this is how you make a Duel Disk hub, and that just fell apart, but okay. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.